Hello students, let us start the part 4 of the chapter, that is limit. So Navratri is going on. So very happy Navratri to you all. So in this session we will start the theorem, that is sandwich theorem. What sandwich theorem is? If there are three functions gx, fx and hx, where gx is less than or equal to fx, less than or equal to hx, as we have shown in this figure. This is gx, this is fx, this is your hx, and this is the point where all of these functions are pinched. So this theorem is also known as the pinching theorem. So here from this to this is GA, from this to this is FA, from this line to this here, this point to this one, this is HA. So you can see clearly that GA is less than or equal to FA, less than or equal to HA. So such type of function is drawn in the case of sandwich theorem. Then what sandwich theorem says? It says when the limit of the gx as x tends to a is equal to limit of hx as x tends to a, the limit of this gx and hx both are equal to b, the limit of this function as x tends to a is also is equal to what? B. So, and this can be true when x is approaching to infinite. So let us take some 1-2 examples from this theorem. So this is the example, that is evaluate limit x plus 7x divided by 3 minus 2x when x tends to infinite. So what is the process of solving this question? So let us first take solution. We know that sin x is lying in between -1 to 1. So this is sin x. Write down here sin x. Therefore, this is 7. That is 7 sin x less than 7. Sin is multiplied by 7. Now again here this is x. So this is your x minus 7 less than or equal to x plus 7 sin x less than or equal to x plus 7. Now it is divided by 3 minus 2x. So 3 minus 2x. This is 3 minus 2x. This is 3 minus 2x. So this is your gx and this is your fx and this is your hx. So this theorem will be applied when limit x tends to gx is equal to limit x tends to a, hx equal to b. The limit of fx as x tends to a, this is also equal to b. We are taking just here the limit as x tends to infinite. So implementing this theorem, that is sandwich theorem, this can be sorted out. So first we take the limit of this one, limit x tends to infinite, that is x minus 7, 3 minus 2x. So limit x tends to infinite, take x common, this is here also x common, 3 by x minus 2. Now this x and x will be cancelled. So 7 divided by x, this 7 divided by x is 0, so 1 minus 0. This is also 0 minus 2, so this is minus 1 by 2. Similarly, we take the limit of the function here, this one hx, that is x plus 7, 3 minus 2x, take common. So this will be like limit x tends to infinite 1 plus 7 by x, 3x minus 2, this is also minus 1 by 2. So what is the limit of this function? So the limit of the function is, therefore, limit x tends to infinite, x plus 7 sin x divided by 3 minus 2x is equal to minus 1 by 2. So with the help of sandwich theorem, we can sort out the limit of the functions which are given in this way. This is the one example. Let us take second example. Example number 2. Evaluate limit n tends to infinite. This is x plus 2x. Now 3x. Similarly, this is nx divided by, this is n square. So dear students, this is very important question in the field of JEE main and advanced examinations. So we know this is greatest integer function, and the greatest integer function, this is defined as, this is n less than n plus 1. We define like this. You can see the part 4 of relation and function. So here this is nx. So this can be written as nx less than or equal to nx plus 1. In this way you can write this one. Now therefore summation of nx less than or equal to summation of greatest integer of nx less than summation of nx plus 1, where n is equal to 1 to infinite. Now, so again this can be written as x summation of n summation of nx less than x summation of n plus summation of 1. So again this is divided by n square. So just you divide by n square. Now you have to find the limit of this function when n approaches to infinite. So what we do, first we find the limit of the function, this one, x and n plus 1 divided by n square. So this is x, 2 will be there because summation of n is n into n plus 1 divided by 2. So this is x by 2, limit x tends to, n tends to infinite, n 1 plus 1 by n divided by n. So this will be cancelled. So the limit of this one is 1. So the limit is x by 2. Now similarly, you just find the limit of this one. So again, limit of n tends to infinite, x summation of n divided by n square plus n divided by n square. So this one is your 1 by 2 plus 0. So this is also 1 by 2. So what is the value of this limit L? So according to sandwich theorem, here this is x by 2. According to sandwich theorem, when the limit of this and this are equal, so this is also the value of the limit, this one. So n is equal to x by 2. This is the answer of this limit. Dear students, let us see what is the example of limit in the field of mathematics. So let us find the area of circle. Now just you take a circle and you construct this one forming large numbers of sectors, or you may say this is a polygon having n sides. So this is the center. Consider only one triangle, this one. So this is your, suppose x. So total angle is 360. Suppose this is one side, two side, three side, four side. This is up to n sides. So total numbers of sides of the polygon is n. So there are n triangles. So what is the value of this x? So n triangles means 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 like that. So the value of this one, so x is equal to what? This is total angle is 2 pi. So what is the value of x now? 2 pi divided by n. Now let us say the length of this one is your r. This r should be the radius of the circle. So what is the area of this triangles? These triangles. So area of this triangle is triangle. So area of this triangle is area of the triangles, these triangles is, so area of one triangle is what? This is 1 by 2 r square sin x. So total numbers of triangles is n. So total area is your n into 1 by 2 r square sin x. Now what is the value of x here? So this is your n by 2 r square. Put the value of x as 2 pi divided by n. Now how we defined a circle? Circle is a locus where existing at the constant distance from one point. This point is called center and all the lengths are called radius. So this polygon make a circle when you take the limit when x approaching to what? Infinite. So we find the area of circle when we take the value of n that approaches to infinite. So limit as n tends to infinite, areas of polygon, this is equal to limit n tends to infinite, this one nr square divided by 2, this is sine 2 pi divided by n. So just you convert this one as, now let m is equal to 1 by n, since n tends to infinite, this implies 1 by m tends to 0, m tends to 0. therefore what we do, this is limit m tends to 0, so r square by 2, this is 1 by m sine 2 pi m. So you have to multiply here 2 pi and here is also 2 pi. Now in the next session we will read one formula, that is limit x tends to 0 sin x by x this is equal to 1. जस्ट पार्ट 5 में हम लोग ये फॉर्मूला को इवालुएट करेंगे. मैं केवल आपको ये बताना चाहता हूं कि कैलकुलस के माध्यम से व्हाट इज द मेन एप्लीकेशन ऑफ कैलकुलस. So we can find the area of lot of figures in closed figures. That is in the chapter that is definite integral. वहाँ पर भी हम एक तरीका से एरिया निकालते हैं. हम यहाँ पर एरिया जो निकाल रहे हैं that is with the help of limit. So according to this formula, this should be 1. This is cancelled. So this is 2 cancel हो गया, pi r square into 1. So this area is the area of circle. So in this way we find area of circle is pi r square. Now dear students, in the next session we will see the application of this formula and 2 more theorems. और इस जो कैलकुलस का पार्ट मैंने स्टार्ट किया है, दिस इज द 4th पार्ट ऑफ द कैलकुलस. सो डियर स्टूडेंट्स, इसको सब्सक्राइब कर लीजिए, शेयर जरूर कीजिए और लाइक कीजिए ताकि दूसरे बच्चे भी इसका फायदा उठा सके. तब तक के लिए धन्यवाद.